Hello, everyone. We got the coach in the building. How you doing today, Coach?
Great day to be alive.
I hear you, man. I hear you. You're probably tired of talking about this now. Landrum game last week, 42-14. But the big news, QB1 back on the field.
Oh
How'd he
yeah.
look?
We had knocked some rust off in the first half. He threw two interceptions in the first half. Threw a touchdown as well, but the two interceptions in the red zone. I told another guy in an interview. I said, "Yeah, he threw two picks." I said, "I'll take the blame for one," and then the guy said, "Well, is he going to take the blame for the other one?" I said, "No, I actually blamed it on Ladarian." But you know, it was two plays that I don't think he'll make again.
Mm,
It was just the game moved a little fast for him in the first half,
yeah,
which is why we didn't really open it up as much
yeah,
until the second half. Um, wanted to let him get his feet back wet
yeah.
and kind of get back in the flow of things. And he said it. I mean, he said it on the sidelines. He said it's moving kind of fast out there,
Mm,
um, which is fair because
yeah.
God knows in practice if anybody gets within 10 yards of him, we blow the whistle. So uh, a JV kid, God bless him. I had to go put my arm around him and tell him, "Hey, good job." Just like not 16. He tried to wrap Braden up today, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, player!"
It's always a JV.
It always is. And the same thing happened to us at Clinton when Davis Wilson was our quarterback. Davis and Carson or Davis and Braden pretty similar. Quarterbacks like to run the ball.
Yeah, yeah,
They like to put that shoulder in you,
yeah.
but Braden didn't even do that. This JV kid, that poor kid, he had all eight coaches yelled at him when he touched the ball. And I was
Oh,
like, "Hey man, we love that. Just not on 16, all right? Not on 16."
exactly. All right, coach. Look like okay, 42-14 win. First touchdown goes to LD.
Yep,
Um Second one, Landrum ties it up 14-14. Right. Excuse
yep,
me, 7-7.
7-7. Yep,
Going to the halftime, 14-7. Right. So coming out of halftime, we're down 14-7. What
yep.
was the conversation in the locker room, coach?
Yeah, it wasn't one of our come to Jesus meetings because I thought our effort was good. We
Yeah.
shot ourselves in the foot twice in the red zone. Could have very easily been 21-14 at half or
Okay.
14-14 at half. We know we're getting the ball coming out.
Yeah.
Our defense, we always let defense go first to talk at halftime.
Yeah.
Coach Henderson got there, his guys. They fixed the two mistakes they made in the first half that cost us some points. And then they did what they do. They come out in the second half, didn't allow a point. And then we did what we can do, what we're capable of doing, and then come out and score 35 in the second half. It was the same deal at Blacksburg.
Mm-hmm.
Region games are supposed to be a little tougher,
Yeah.
especially as you're getting closer. Teams are trying to play their best football.
Mm-hmm.
So we were down 14-12 at half at Blacksburg. I didn't go in there and lose my mind. We didn't go there and make no clipboards or throw no water bottles or anything like that. And it was kind of the same here at Landrum. It was just
Okay.
against Landrum. It was like, "Hey guys, we're fine. We got to stop killing ourselves.
Yeah.
Keep doing what we're doing." And I told him, I think the last thing I said before we came out of half, I said, "Hey, same thing we do every week. We're going to take the first drive in the second half, shove it right down their throat, and then we're back in this thing." So
Mm.
we came out the first drive in the second half, drove it down the field, uh, ended up tying it. I think what tied it up was the deep ball to Evan, wasn't it?
Zay King first, and then Evans Adams. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Evan took the lead. It
Yes.
was
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, that was the second half was pretty good to us. We were able to take advantage of some mismatches out on the perimeter that
Okay.
we hadn't been able to in the past. And one of the good things that Brayton did Friday night that nobody thinks about that comes because he's got I said it in the paper or with the Sky Lake was I can't remember one of them. The one thing that Braden has that Carver can't is he's a senior. He's
Yeah.
got a ton of experience.
Yes.
So Braden, he got a little pressure in the pocket. He rolled to his left. They've got us covered.
Mm-hmm.
Throws out of bounds.
Yes.
Doesn't
Yes.
hold it, doesn't take a sack, doesn't try to force the issue.
Mm-hmm.
They had a guy barreling down on him. He didn't try to, it wasn't a third or fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a savvy, experienced football player, knew the situation, said, all right, we'll bail on this one. We'll run the next play. We'll reset and live to play another down.
Mm.
That's experience that, Carter's got more experience right now than we thought he would have this year.
Mm. Yes.
So he's had to learn trial by fire.
Yes, sir.
But now getting a chance to play another position and kind of see, like, oh, Braden threw that out of bounds. Like, now he's got it in his mind, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's my time again. I know, hey, I can get this thing out of bounds. We'll be okay. We don't have to take a sack. We don't have to take any unnecessary hits at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stuff like that. It makes life as a play caller,
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot easier.
That's called football IQ, right?
That's right. That's right. That's what them NFL guys call it.
Now, not throwing any shade to Carver Davis. We love Carver, all right? But
Yeah, that's what I said. All he did was go out and win 80% of his starts.
exactly, we love Carver. But how's it feel now to have the whole playbook kind of at your disposal? You're an offensive guy. And again,
Yeah,
no shade to Carver. He did his job. He got in there and maintained.
that's
But
right.
how's it feel now being able to play with all the toys now?
A kid in the candy store. When Evan early, I think it was in the first half, Evan ran a 5-yard hitch,
Mm-hmm.
caught the ball, made a guy miss, turned it into a 20-yard gain before he got
Mm-hmm.
knocked out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I said on the headsets, I've been waiting on that
Mm.
since May because in the spring game, Evan caught a 5-yard hitch, made a guy miss, and scored.
Mm.
I said that's the kind of stuff when you can throw the quick game on time,
Yeah.
the ball because again it's experience, it's age, it's being in the weight room
Mm-hmm.
4 years as opposed to 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Braden's got a lot of zip on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the timing, just like in the run game, the timing of the pass game, it helps a lot when that ball is coming like it's
Yeah.
supposed to. It's not floating. He's
Yeah.
able to get that ball. When Evan turned around, that ball's to him. So
There you
just
go.
it makes life fun. That's what. And then you think about all that, and everybody's all excited. LD and Evan, and I am too. I love it for those kids. They're having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got an absolute horse in the backfield.
Really?
And then you still got
Yes.
Bryant Witherspoon, and then you still got J.D. Dunlap, who's playing a lot on offense, and Caden Payne, who's playing a lot on offense. Then Carter Davis goes back to where he's a little bit more natural as a sophomore to backing up Bryant out there at A. And then when you get tired of 8 doing that,
Mm-hmm.
well, here comes 23, and it's just more of that. So, and then you take all of that, and then we can put a tight end in the game who can not only block down but can beat you over the top with Jaden Hackett.
Oh man, that's almost not fair, man. That's almost not fair.
Our coaches, our defensive coaches say it all the time. We'll do stuff in practice, and Trip, Coach Henderson, who's been in it forever,
Uh-huh.
is like, "What do you do?"
Wow.
It's fun. It's fun when you can do it all now.
That's called a good thing. That's called a good thing. Now tell us about the defense. Came out second half and shut the guys down. Who was a defensive specialist Friday night, Coach? Who stepped up on defense?
I got it written down. I always have to have my notes ready so I can tell you who our practice player of the week was. I think our defensive player of the game was I got it right. Sunday beat notes. Defensive player of the week was Ladarian.
Whoa!
Yeah, Ladarian made a bunch of big plays for us. I was going to say it was kind of surprising because when they said it, I was like, well, just because you always think about Zay or Gabe because Gabe's been playing really well. And those D linemen get after you. But Ladarian did a really good job of rolling down from that safety position and making a lot of tackles and keeping their run game capped and keeping their screen game capped to where they didn't turn into huge plays. So your safeties play a big role in your defense, even when you're playing a team that likes to run the ball, because if they do get on your linebackers, that means your safeties, being a safety, what they have to do is be the last line of defense and make that tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
LD was flying around. I think he had a TFL from the safety position, which is tough.
Mm.
Uh, that means you're really screaming down when you're supposed to be. Uh, he had some pass breakups. I mean, he played really well on defense Thursday, and that's who the defensive staff nominated for Defensive Player of the Week.
So no shade to LD. No shade at all.
No.
He's a hitter. I thought he was more like a finesse player. He's a hitter, coach.
Oh, LD will strike you. The big thing with LD is we have to like try to corral him a little bit because he'll, just like every high school safety, he'll try to just absolutely decapitate you and not wrap
Ladarian?
you up. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Ladarian will strike you now.
wow. Okay, okay.
Him and Carver back there. Those are two they'll when they get a chance, they like to beat a hammer.
Wow. Okay. That's what's up, man. Cool deal. Cool
Oh
deal.
yeah.
All right. Did my guy get a chance to touch the field Friday night, coach? Caden Conway. Did he come up Friday? He get a chance to play?
Who? Kane Conway? Yeah. Um, he he got pulled up. He played on special teams.
Okay.
He played some defense at the end. Played some corner.
Okay.
He returned the kickoff for a touchdown, but he got called back.
No, coach. Did he?
Yep. And you'll love this. It was a hold on Janice.
He gonna be special, boy. He gonna be special. Is he playing tomorrow night? JV playing tomorrow night? Or is he playing Friday?
He is playing JV this week
Okay.
against Liberty.
Okay.
Last week we pulled him up.
Yeah.
We had a player suspended in the first half, so Caden was needed for some depth, particularly in the first half and on special teams.
Okay.
But I tell you this, and you'll love this. Caden Conway had one of the best, and the hold on Janice, it was kind of it was an iffy call. It was a 50-50 call.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm never going to say a referee was wrong, but
Yeah.
it was a tough one.
I got you.
But at the JV game Thursday night, Caden rode with the JV team because he loves that. He loves it, boys, and loves that group.
Okay.
Him and Cruz Kittimore actually both rode to the JV game and helped run water and do stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Landrum's varsity players are running the chains just like every other JV team in America. JV game in America, the home team gets varsity guys to go run chains.
Yeah.
Well, Caden Conway gets to talking to those guys.
Okay.
And he tells them, they said, you're playing tomorrow. He said, yeah, man, I'm playing tomorrow. He said, I'm number 9. Don't kick it to me.
Oh God.
He called his shot and then it got called back for a hold.
That is confident for a JV player, coach.
Well, that's what I told Coach Ellis. I said, Coach Ellis, he might, no matter what he does in his career, he may never top that. to tell him the night before what your jersey number is, don't kick it to me. And then they kick it to you. We were sitting on the sidelines, and when they before they kicked it, I said, I don't know if they'll kick it to 9, guys. And they deep balled it to him. And I said, oh baby.
Wow.
We were one block short of him returning another one. He had another good return that he got tackled, but we missed one pickup guy away from him housing another one. He's dynamic in the return game.
That sounds good, man. Awesome future. Zay King, is he a senior coach?
No.
Lord have mercy. I don't know why all season I thought Zay King was a senior.
He plays like it. He's stud, man. Now he's a junior. We ain't got many seniors. The ones we got matter a lot and they help us, but We don't have a lot of seniors. You're going to be calling a lot of names for several years.
That's called a good thing, Coach. That's
Absolutely.
a good thing. All right, now we got the Liberty. We got Liberty. We're going to Liberty this Friday night. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm.
probably gonna be rated.
I know, right? It's kind of tough to find anything on Liberty, Coach. What do you
Yeah.
see them doing Friday night as far as offensively?
Well, they've uh, they've kind of switched gears offensively.
Okay.
From what we've gathered, all year they've been, and they're always. I mean, Coach Sutherland, they're going to run the football. They're going to run first. They've been in the shotgun, doing like shotgun double wing stuff.
Okay.
But then against Blacksburg, they went under center and got double tight, double wing,
Mm.
like our JV offense.
Okay. Okay.
And what they do by doing that is they make some things hit quicker. They tighten their line splits down to where, you know, coaches call it the scrub, like a rugby scrub,
Okay.
where you
Yeah.
put everybody together.
Okay.
But the good thing is, with Coach Henderson being so experienced on the defensive side, and Coach Dockel and I having both actually coached in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Dockel played in it
Mm.
for Coach Turner at Clover. Jet Turner, he is the double wing. When people think double wing in South Carolina, they think Jet Turner for what he did at
Ah.
Ware Shoals and Clover and
Okay.
Broome and Woodmont.
Okay.
We have a little bit better idea than most people on what to do. But it creates a new set of issues when they're under center like that. So we've had to prepare for both.
Yes.
They got a good little athlete at quarterback, number 2. He is he's one of those guys that when he drops back to pass, usually the best thing that can happen is he throws it on time, because if the play breaks down, much like Braden or Carver, he can make a guy miss. He doesn't really panic. He keeps running. So we get our hands on him. We got to keep him there. The few times they're going to try to throw it, but with it raining, I don't look for them to put it in the air very much. When they do, they're going to be trying to take a deep shot, so our safeties, they can't fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You got to read your keys. You got to be really disciplined. That's the reason I think they went under center. They switched to their under center stuff against Blacksburg, because you got to be really disciplined to stop it.
Mm. Oh, you keep.
I think we're moving towards being a more disciplined football team. So
Okay.
I feel like we'll go up there and do what we should, play unselfishly. We should be able to give ourselves a good chance.
All right. So Liberty comes in at 5-2, and that kid name is Logan Smith, the quarterback number
Yeah,
2.
that's right. I knew it was Logan. I couldn't remember his last name.
Yes, sir. They're coming in kind of confident. So it's a big region game. Got to have this one, Coach. We got to
That's
have
right.
all the truth, but you got to have this one. It's kind of midway through the region. All right. What are your summation for the guys going into Friday's game? Guys ready, upbeat, even keeled, excited?
Last week, I thought we had our best week of practice since I've been here,
Yes, sir.
and this week was better than last week.
Mm.
They have been
Mm.
so much that it's not just me, our other coaches have kind of commented on it, how they're starting to do things the way you're supposed to do them.
Mm.
Watch film like you're supposed to. They're starting to watch film and practice like a high level football team.
Mm.
So hopefully we can put it all together. And it's every next game's the biggest game of your life.
Yes, sir.
I'm 6-1, all that stuff. That's great. I know and this has been the cool thing. We're ranked this week. The media poll, they put us in the
Mm.
top 10. I have not heard one kid say anything about being ranked this week.
That's called a good thing.
And I know they know. Our
Yeah.
coaches know it. I know the kids know, but I've literally not heard a kid say anything about being in the top 10. They're just focused on Liberty because they're next up.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And that's good for 96 football, Coach.
That's right.
So what we got going on as far as practice player of the week? Sorry, I missed you I had to go out of town last week, and then we had to change the practice schedules. Who won this week, Coach?
Bryant Witherspoon. Bryant Witherspoon had he had a great week of practice. He gave us him and Caden Conway kind of tag teamed being the running back for Landrum
Okay.
to give us a good look at that kid.
Mm.
And they both, but Bryant had a great week of practice. He got after it every day, and he was I always ask the coaches, practice player of the week, and I can't remember who said Bryant, but like two other coaches immediately said that's who I was going to say.
Okay,
So
cool.
I was like, well, good enough for me.
Now, practice tomorrow. What time, Coach?
Tomorrow we will be 10. We'll start at 10. We'll be off field probably. They're getting better at the Silent Thursday and the script and like getting through it. So
Okay.
we've been getting done in about 50 minutes. So
Mm.
we'll probably be done by 10:45, 11 o'clock at the latest.
Now, is there a JV game? Oh yeah, it is a JV game this week, right?
6 o'clock.
JV guys playing at home.
Yep, playing at 6 o'clock. Got two good little JV teams in here. We're we're 4-0, and I think Liberty's lost one game. They lost to Abbeville. Other than that, they've won the rest of them. So
Okay.
it should be a good little. And I think the JV game Abbeville was close. So
Mm.
should be a good little matchup. I know with our JV offense basing out of the double wing and Liberty's is doing the same, the game will probably be over in an hour and 15 minutes.
Appreciate that, Coach, man. Congratulations, man, on all your success. Good luck in the future, of course. Last thing. Is there anything on the injury front? Everybody good?
We had a couple guys nicked up from Friday night that were limited in practice Monday and Tuesday, but everybody fully participated in practice today.
Perfect, Coach. Great thing, great thing. Coach, as always, man, I appreciate you so much. Good luck Friday night. Go get that W, and we'll talk to you next week. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the practice, though. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.